Hello, this is Mara Jade, and I want to apologize if I seem a bit off today. I'm very tired. I don't know if I'm coming down with something. I'm about as sharp as a pound of liver, as my dad would say. But I want to do a video on this article from CBR.com entitled Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker will explore Finn's backstory, which should have been done in episode 7. This basically not even creative writing. Writing 101, when you're fleshing out characters, you start fleshing them out from the beginning of either the book or the movie or the trilogy in this case. But let's go into this article. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this person's name. I don't want to butcher it. But it goes into the finale of the current Star Wars trilogy has a lot to accomplish. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker will have to bring an entire saga to an end while fleshing out its newer characters like the Stormtrooper turned Resistance fighter Finn. Again, should have been doing it from episode 7. Why they're saying they're going to flesh out these characters now when they're on the last movie in the trilogy is beyond me. It's like they collectively became stupid when they were writing this trilogy. I don't know. I can't even fathom the level of stupidity that went into this trilogy. But let's continue. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Abrams assured fans that Finn's story does indeed receive more attention in Episode 9, enough to give audiences a better idea of who he is as a character. Again, should have been started in Episode 7. He was a defecting... No, I'm not even going to say First Order Trooper. Because this is basically Rebellion versus Storm Empire 2.0. Actually, no, not 2.0. The generic version of the Rebellion versus Empire. They're stormtroopers. So he's a defecting stormtrooper. Broke free of his conditioning. And yet he's been relegated to the background once the strong whammon, named Rey, entered the picture. So let's go into this where J.J. Abrams stated, "It is part of the story of this one, and it was alluded to in episode 7, but there's a bit more light shed on that in this one." He went on to explain that Rey and Poe would be explored as well, though he clarified, "I'm not saying we get full, exhaustive downloads on all of their childhoods, but there are a lot of questions about Finn's past, about Poe's past, obviously Rey and Kylo, and then some of the new characters we meet. We knew more about Luke in episode 4, at the beginning, than we do about any of these characters. Maybe with the exception of Kylo, because he's supposed to be Han and Leia's son, who somehow got seduced to the dark side, we don't know how, by Snoke, and massacred Luke's students again. We don't know if it was with the help of other students, or if those students went to track him down, because even in the comics, even in the Disney canon, they can't keep their stories straight. Oh, again, should have been going over since episode 7. I don't know why they think this is going to fix anything. Thus far, Finn's only descriptor has been former stormtrooper. Actually, janitor. Former stormtrooper janitor. Get it right. Which is how he was introduced in The Force Awakens. Up until he encountered Poe Dameron, he was presumably only ever referred to as FN-2187, a stormtrooper that served the First Order loyally until he became disillusioned during his first combat mission on Jakku. Seems very quick. Yeah, granted, well, no, it was quick. The whole conditioning. And again, this also brings me to a point. Why would the Resistance trust Finn? Yes, he helped Poe escape. We know as the audience he had his reasons for defecting, and they were genuine. But why would the Resistance trust him? It's like the concept of fifth column is escaping the writers. They have no justification for trusting Finn. For all they know, Finn is a double agent. But again, because reasons. That's all these stories are, because reasons. There have been a few hints here and there about his history and his attitude toward it. Where are those hints? Other than him saying he was a janitor, where are the hints? The only hint is that he was taken as a child. That's it. We don't know from where. We don't know who his parents are. We don't know what his home planet is. We don't know anything about him. His animosity toward Captain Phasma, for example, well, she's Useless. She's useless. But nothing concrete. It seems with the final installment of the sequel trilogy, audiences will finally have their questions about Finn answered. It certainly seems to match what actor John Boyega evidently wanted for Finn after The Last Jedi. It was recently reported that Boyega sought to have his character developed beyond the comedic, goofy dude who never gets stuff done. Exploring what is likely to be a dark backstory seems like a good way to do just that. I don't know if I pointed this out earlier, but isn't it kind of ironic that the two white directors relegated the black man to the background and turned him into comedy relief? But we're the racist ones for pointing that out. And then this goes into, directed by J.J. Abrams, blah, 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 blah. Don't care, don't care. Anyway, this is something that should have been begun to explore in Episode 7. Why they feel this will fix everything in the last movie of a trilogy is beyond the fathom of stupidity even. It gives idiots a bad name at this point. The level of incompetence that has been displayed by Lucasfilm and Disney up until this point. But anyway, as I said in my tweet, it's eye-rolling to say the least, and it's just, I'm too tired. Too tired from school to really get into a rant on this one, but I wanted to cover it. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think of it. Do you agree with me that his story should have been explored from Episode 7, or do you feel like, oh, well, it's okay now in Episode 9 for them to start exploring a character that was supposed to be central to the plot since Force Awakens? So, again, this is Mara Jade. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you can help it, don't see Episode 9, but I'm not really telling you what to do. It's your money. My wallet's going to be close to it. I'm seeing Jumanji 3 on the 13th, and then again on the 20th when Rise of Skywalker comes out. So this is Mara Jade. I hope your Christmas, Hanukkah, or whatever religion you celebrate this month, I hope it goes well. I hope you have fun. I hope you enjoy time with family, and I will catch you all on my next video. Catch you on the dark side. See ya.